What's going on, guys? Matthew back again, this time for the review for The Penguin, Episode 6. Let's get into it.
They're taking back Gotham!
So this one starts off where we left off with Penguin in his lair making new mushrooms, and it looks like we have some kind of a time jump. It's now snowing. I'm not sure how long it's been. I'm not sure if they stated it or if it was in script in the show, but now it's snowing, and apparently the mushrooms are no problem now. They just have a bunch of them. And he has all these guys all of a sudden. I don't know where these guys came from. In the last episode, he had three that I talked about that I didn't know where they came from either. But now he has like a whole army of men that are at his beck and call working for him. I guess he just has connections, and we're just supposed to accept that. I couldn't help but stop thinking about like where all these guys came from, but whatever. He has a huge operation now. I can accept it for the sake of the show. The characters and story are so good. I can accept it that he has connections, but I guess wherever the money is, that's where the people are going to be. He has the money because he has the shrooms. So whatever. I can move. I can just go with that. Moving on from there, we see that Sophia is having some kind of crazy sex with Julian Rush, where he's tied up, and I guess she was whipping him or scratching him. I'm not real sure. But Sal's in the kitchen. They have a moment where he's making some kind of soup that I think Taj, his son, helped him make, and he mentioned how he likes yogurt in it. It's really just a character moment to show that he misses his family and how much they both hate Oz, and they kind of determine that they have to go after something that or someone that Oz loves to get him back. From there, we go back to the apartment complex where Oz, Vic, and Francis are hanging out, and I think Crown Point. And it's here that they see that people have been hanged, people that have been distributing the new Bliss product from Oz. They've been hanged upside down and their pinky cut off, and it's a sign from Sophia and Sal that they're looking for him. And it's after this that Vic runs into Squid on the street. Vic's not doing a very good job of trying to stay away from anybody seeing him. So he runs right. First he sees him and then he walks right past him. I guess hoping that Squid wouldn't talk to him, but he does, and Squid semi threatens him without saying it that he wants in on the game and that he wants to make some money. Um, and then Vic goes back to Oz and reports it, but he sees that Oz is dealing with a lot at the moment, so he tells Oz that it's not really a problem at the moment. Sophia and Sal then break into Oz's apartment, and I was wondering why haven't they already done this? Obviously it's been a time jump. There's been enough time for it to start snowing, for all of these mushrooms to start growing, all these people to start working for Oz, but just now they're thinking of breaking into Oz's apartment to find some clues. I thought that was a little strange. That should have been done a little earlier. But anyway, they break in. Uh, Sal starts breaking stuff with the golf club just to take out his frustration on the fact that Oz killed his family. And then it's here that Sophia calmly searches his room and sees the picture of the stripper that's been hanging out with Oz the entire season. And it gives her a first clue to where she can maybe find Oz's whereabouts. We go back to the apartment in Crown Point where Oz finds his mom in a tub, and she's had a moment of, I guess, dementia, where she's been in that tub all day in freezing water. And I thought she was going to get pneumonia, but that's not really the direction they went. He pulls her out and he drives her off, and then they make an agreement that should things get worse with her, that he would kill her so that she wouldn't have to degrade herself and lose her dignity. I think this is going to play into the show later where he's going to kill his own mom to kill Sal and Sophia. And I think he's going to do that knowing that his mom would have been okay with it. The only question is he also going to kill Vic as well? And I'll get into Vic a little more later into this episode. But I just feel like they have more planned with Vic. I don't know if Vic's really going to die at the end of this season. I think Francis is absolutely going to die. I hope Sophia doesn't die. I think Sal's going to die. But I hope Sophia doesn't die. And I don't think Vic's going to die. I just feel like they have more planned for him, considering what he does in this episode. And we'll get there in a little bit. Oz then feels bad about not having any power for his mother. So then he finds a congressman for the city. And he clamps his nose and gets him to promise him that the congressman would find a way to bring power back on in Crown Point. Vic then has a meeting with Squid where he offers him money in exchange for his patience to find a part on the team with Oz distributing the bliss. But Squid doesn't fall for it. He wants to be a part of it now. It even just throws away the money like an idiot. So Vic ultimately makes the choice that, okay, well, I'm going to have to kill you. So he turns around, shoots him in the neck. And I thought this was a really great performance by the actor who plays Vic. I totally bought that this was someone who didn't really want to kill Squid. And to me, it felt like a genuine moment of someone regretting what they had to do. It was a very great acting performance on that by that actor. We then see that Sophia is asking around the strippers for the stripper that Oz knows. She then meets a stripper that takes her up there, and it turns out that the chick actually just turned herself in. They talk for a while, and she finds out that Sophia is actually not the hangman. While she also finds out that Penguin turned in Sophia, something that the stripper never knew. So, considering the fact that both of these women have been lied to by Oz, Sophia decides not to kill the stripper, and the stripper in return tells her Oz's location, which is huge going forward. After this, Oz meets with the heads of all the families and offers them all beer as a way to come together to fight not only the bigger people in the city, but the Sal and Sophia team up, telling them that they've always been under their boot and that it's their time. The leader of the Triads, I think his name is Zal, really doesn't buy it at first. And he even tells everybody that Oz is known for turning his back on people and backstabbing them, which I'm sure at some point Oz is going to do to Zal. But he bites his tongue and decides to work with Oz and everyone else. And we'll see where that goes in the future. After this, we get to the end of the episode where the power is turned back on. So Oz's threat to the congressman did work. But unfortunately, as the mother of Oz, Francis and Vic are dancing and celebrating, we see now that Sophia is actually in the apartment, and she's staring down Francis, who is somebody that Oz actually cares about. So Sophia has finally found the person that she's looking for, anyone that Oz would care about, so she can get revenge. And there looks to be a little bit of doubt in Sophia's face. Can Sophia kill an innocent old woman? Does she hate Oz that much? But like I said, I think what's going to happen is that Penguin is going to kill his mother, Sal, and hopefully not Sophia, but probably Sophia, all in one fell swoop. Probably an explosion or maybe not a gas leak. We've already seen that, but probably an explosion. And that's where the episode ends. It's a great cliffhanger, probably the best cliffhanger of the season so far. But I thought this episode was definitely better than the last episode. The last episode has some issues with just kind of glazing over some stuff. And as far as like Sal leaving prison and Sophia finding Sal's hideout and all that stuff, this one was definitely a better episode. Probably one of the best episodes of the season. Not better than episode 4, which was Sophia's episode and all of her flashbacks. That's probably still the best episode, but another great episode. I had no problem really with the story, writing, cinematography, acting, or pace. The pace of the show is still great. The 55 minutes fly by. I always make a habit to check and see how far along I am in the episode, and I always find out that I'm like 35 minutes in, and I feel like I'm only like 10 or 15. But the show's great. We only have 2 episodes left. It kind of sucks, but I can't wait to see where we go from here. But guys, let me know what you thought about this episode in the comments below. Is there anything I missed? Is there anything that you agree with or disagree with? Let me know in the comments below. Please hit that like button, subscribe, and we'll catch you guys next time. Take it easy.